Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 29 of Stronger Together, my series with the mighty Tame Valley as always. Thanks for joining me, I really do appreciate it. If you really want to help me out, you can always become a patron. Find a link to that down below in the description. Now it's a new season, a brand new season. Second season in the Premier League. We did wonders last year with our team, finishing 11th. Fantastic. You know, you like to build on that, but we're not the biggest club. We ain't got tons of resources, and the money we have got, I'd prefer to put into the facilities, which we are doing, and maybe even build a new stadium. There's some news on the old stadium. We'll find out about that. We've lost some legends as well, but I will say I've not sold any legends because I wanted to. I've only sold guys who put in transfer requests. So if that's you, yeah, it was time to move on. It was your choice. Don't blame me. Anyway, we've got a new shirt on the wall. Had to put this up there because Mr. Martin has been a left back since day one. He's grown with the club. You never hear anything from him. I don't really see much of him in the comments, but as a player in the series, he's been fantastic. So he's like the quiet man, a bit of a Dennis Irwin, Paul Scholes kind of character in the changing room, but a consistent performer and someone I think it's time to honour for a season with his shirt in my office. Anyway, we have got tons and tons to try and squeeze into 20 minutes. So let's get into it. So the first bit of news I want to talk about is it's time for our new elections. Now, this is our first chairman, Jamie Cardwell, the art dealer. And he did a lot for the club. He was quite good with me. I'd say 80% of the time he'd say yeah. A lot of the infrastructure, training ground-wise, he okayed and approved. But he was never voted in, and there was a lot of controversy with that. A lot of fans didn't like that. And he got a lot of abuse for it. So when his 4-year term ended, he decided not to run for it. And of course, we got Mr. Ian Gregory for the next 4 years. He promised us the world to win that election. New stadium and lots of investment. And when he got the job, never put a penny into the club, and we never got a new stadium. And he's said no to so many things to me. I'd say he's about a 50-50 kind of chairman. Some things he says no to, some things I really had to work hard to get. And I don't think the fans forgot that. They were sold on his promises, and he lied, but he is going for another term. And the rules at Tame Valley are a chairman is in charge for 4 years and they can have 4 terms. So they could be in charge for 16 years. So are we going to get him back? The ballot boxes are opening very soon. Hopefully not, because I hate him. Now, quite a few people were wondering how my ex-assistant Limo was doing, and unfortunately he got sacked at Christmas. He got sacked in December. And before you ask, yes, I did offer him a job. I tried to sign him and he said there is no job available at Tame Valley he would be interested in, which says to me he's had a taste of management and he wants to stay as a manager. I don't know if he'll come back into a job. I hope he does. Now, we have lost some legendary players, and you'll see that in a bit, but we've also lost some legendary staff. But it's our second year in the Premier League, and I think we need to start looking at everything. Stop being so sentimental and try and improve the club in every way possible that we can to give ourselves an advantage, because we are the underdogs of the Premier League. But I do love that. And one of the changes is Salmon FM, and we've brought in George Everington, 43-year-old Englishman. It's his first job, but he's got a lot more ability. Let's be honest, great with kids, great at seeing potential as well, and that's what I want now. We're up here. We need someone who's on the same level as us at the height we are to hopefully get us. We've had some great kids come through the academy, and we have got fantastic facilities, which I think, when they've improved, might be maxed out, or they're close to being maxed out. So if we've got a guy in charge of the youth academy who can hopefully bring us in some better players, it can only be a good thing. Also to leave is another legendary subscriber, a great patron of mine, and someone I've known now for a good few years. But it's Kane Parker. He's been the director of football since the beginning, but as you can see, he's not really fleshed out, not really grown like I wanted him and Salmon to grow. And we replaced him with Philip Nicholson. Again, it's his first job, but again, he has got a great he's got great attributes, so hopefully he can do a great job for us. So the new Premier League fixtures got released. I'm not looking at all of them, we'll just show you that, and it's quite tough there, isn't it? We've got Arsenal, Chelsea and City back to back. First 2 games, hopefully we can pick up some points, get some confidence. That's what we need. And the first live com is going to be that first game away at Sheffield United, and we need to start well, because I am dreading Arsenal, Chelsea and City. With the elections over, we got ourselves a brand new chairman, third chairman, Ian Gregory. I didn't want him to win, and I think the fans voted, and this guy won by a landslide. Now, he is no relation of mine. If you know my surname, it is Graham, if you've seen my sons in the game. we'll see my sons in the game a lot more. You'll see soon. So he's no relation, but he's quite cool. We've got the same name. But I don't know what it's going to be like. He didn't give us any promises, which he confirmed here outside the stadium after a meeting when he was waving me goodbye to say, yeah, we're not doing anything. No investment. We're in the Premier League. This club earns a ton of money anyway. So, yeah, no new stadium. But when we got last year, I've been able to ask and Ian Gregory always said no. I thought we had the money. I've had stadiums built with less. And he kept saying no. And then when we got the new chairman, the new season, I went to do it again and it's disappeared. I only had two options. One was buy the stadium, which is that one in Bolton, the University of Bolton Stadium, or expand it, which usually meant one thing to me. Bolton have got a new one. They've built the Nat Lofthouse Stadium in Bolton of 24,000, brand new stadium. Not that they needed it, but they didn't own the last one. I don't know if they sold it. I don't know if they ever owned it. They own this one. So Ben Ballantyne and the boys, who play in League One, have managed to get themselves a lovely brand new stadium, but we never could. How? How have they done that? But that's left a fantastic Premier League quality stadium that we're already in, just sitting there. So I thought, sack it. Let's try and buy it. And my uncle Tony, Tony Graham, the new chairman, he initially said no, but I said, come on, let's do it. It's the best thing to do, really. I know we can try and build one in the future, but that could take years and years and years. I've done this in the past. You buy it and you're more likely to get a new stadium in a season or two anyway. So I love this stadium. I think it's great. The fact that it'd be sitting there doing nothing and the fact that we're paying 600 grand a year to rent it seems silly. Let's just buy it. And they've accepted it, and hopefully it'll take 12 months and it'll be ours. Because it's pretty much a done deal that it will become ours, we decided to break our ties with the University of Bolton and attach our own name to it. Our own sponsors, of course, the mental health charity Evolving Mindset. So from this day forward, it will be known as, not the Reebok, not the Macron, not the University of Bolton Stadium, but the Evolving Mindset Arena. I love that you can do that. Not used an editor. I might do a little video on how you can do that too. But I am absolutely buzzing with that. Welcome to the Evolving Mindset Arena. This one, where the hell did this come from? I have no idea where this came from. France wanted me as manager. I mean, I could probably go win a World Cup if I took over France. I mean, Jesus, the players they've got are amazing. But why would they come to me? I know I've done a decent job in the Valley, mid-table and all that, but surely you've got some good managers out there here coming to me. They must have been a bit desperate. Now maxing out the bonuses lets us try and give as much of an incentive as possible to maybe win a Carabao or something, or go deep into the cups and try and do well in the Premier League and want to stay in it. Now you might know already if you watch the entire series, but Brian Kane treated himself to a Ferrari a while ago. So Lee took his mate out to treat himself to one. See him there with his car key, looking very happy as always, the miserable bastard. So he's going to need a high bonus, isn't he? He's going to have to play well to pay off his car payments. Let's move on to the ins and outs quickly. The first one is Lorenzo Ferriello, who was worth quite a lot of money. We signed him on a free. I quite liked him. I brought in players. I don't know if we've made out myself weaker here. We brought in young players who've got more of a potential to be Premier League or already are, even though the attributes might not be as good as this one. But we cashed in here. We got a good amount of money. He's gone off to Turkey. In, we've brought a guy called Peter Percy. That's how I'd say it. 18-year-old from the Czech Republic. Signed for about £2 million minimum fee. He's not worth that, but he's got a ton of potential and he could be a Premier League player, and that's what I wanted. I love his passing. So very happy with this one. Another central midfielder to leave is Oliver Walcott. Been a bit of a bit part player. Had a good few games for us. Been here quite a few years. Not really progressing though. And I just felt like it'd be time for him to go. He's gone to Bristol City. Now this player apparently is Premier League now. So if he's Premier League now at 20, I'm hoping he can do really well. And we've signed him on a free. He's played in England. He's been on loan at Birmingham. He's come from Barcelona. Very fit lad. Got lots of technique like you'd expect from their academy. So could be a good player for us. You should know this guy is, although he didn't play too much. He definitely didn't score too much. A 19 finishing, I thought he was going to come in and always challenge Kane. He never really did, so he's left and gone to Swindon. So we needed more firepower, and I couldn't resist this. He wanted to come. We got a good deal made, about 15 million. He's already worth 22. I know it's my son. I put my sons in the game to never intentionally have him or use him, and I gave him the potential to become Premier League players, and both the careers haven't really worked out that way. Fletcher's been in and out of the Premier League. He played for Brighton and Brentford. He's had good moments and bad moments. I don't necessarily think he's going to come in and take Kane's place, but I think he's a good bit of competition. He gives us something else, and it's my son. It's about time his father took over his career. So my oldest boy's here. I'm not happy with this one though, and I'm absolutely devastated. And if you're watching, mate, he didn't want to be here anymore. He not had the best year last year. I mean, look at the games he's played for us. Look at all the moments we've had from the Unflushable. He's been great, but it just didn't feature as much last year, and he handed in a transfer request, and I just couldn't be bothered with the grief. And I just thought, you know what, let's always follow his career. It's about time. He needs to go and play somewhere, and he's gone to a massive club in the Championship, and I couldn't resist. Plus, once the wife, who is a fitness coach here at the club, knew we needed cover on the right hand side, she went, why'd you go for Ajax? He wants to come home. I miss my baby boy. I miss him too, although he's just fresh off a North American Champions League win with Montreal. So the kids struggled, didn't he, at West Ham? He came to us on loan, they took him back. He went out to the States for a couple of years, and he's played regularly in the MLS and done really well. So he's a Champions League winner. So I'm really, really happy with that. Again, he'll come in and compete. Again, though, I'm not happy with this, but Martin didn't play as much last year, and he handed in a transfer request. An absolute legend of the club. Both him and the Unflushable have had the shirts on my wall. They're both on our general page for legends. There's only me, Brian, Martin, and the Unflushable on there still. So I've had to sell two people that the fans adore and the club adores, but it's what's best for them, not the club they wanted to go. I've genuinely would have happily kept my entire team and just made some additions to it-ish and tried to keep everyone, but you can't. You have to let these guys go. I think a lot of them have pushed well above where they ever should have. This one we couldn't resist, to be fair. He is 19 years old, and I got him quite cheap. Cost me peanuts. I don't even think it cost me £2 million. I should look really, but he genuinely didn't. He's come from Bayern Munich. He's Danish. Do I really need him? I've got a lot going forward. The kid's got potential to be Premier League. And the last one technically hasn't left us again. He wants to leave, or he's asked to leave last year. Again, no one's coming for him to sign, but when I put him up for loan, clubs do come in. Didn't really work out for him last year at Oxford. This year, I think he's staying in that same division. He's just gone to Northampton. I think I've got a ton of options. I mean, apparently this kid's he's not going to be playing up front, although he's up there. Fletch, he's up there. We've still got Cernervo, don't forget, but I like playing him out wide on the right. But then I've got our Jackson out there. We've got Barron out there. On the left, I've still got the Clares and the Mackers. Abreu still in beast. The new guys in the middle that can complement Motion. The back four, Barry has just got better and better. Gary Ring's a good player. The reason I didn't replace Martin Smith is because I did have extra defenders last year who can cover. So that's why he won't play in. So I just didn't feel like I needed to. We've got some kids in the youth team who could cover if we're really desperate. But you've got Matheson, McKenzie, who can play at full-backs and in the centre. Obviously Martin at left-back, Page at right-back. And then, of course, the number one goalkeeper in the world who's now 4-star. Yeah, again, favourites to go down. Although it was 1,000 to 1. Obviously, once I made a couple of changes, it is now 900 to 1. But you know, we finished 11th last year, and I think there's teams in this league again that we can beat. I think we are definitely better than 3 other teams, so I'm not bothered. The board, or the new board, my uncle Tony, Tony Graham, just wants to fight bravely against relegation. 5th round of the FA Cup, 3rd round of the Carabao Cup. We'll see. I mean, I might try and take the Carabao Cup a bit serious this year. I might actually go for that. Last year, I think I was just B-teaming a lot of that. Our advantage last year, and I think it's going to be help us this year, is we've got the best coaching team in the league. I've just been granted at this point as well 2 new spots. I haven't got around to filling them yet. I'm going to do that over the next couple of weeks. We've got the best physio team as well. Now, in honour of the new stadium sponsorship name, the Evolving Mindset Arena, I've spelt the arena with a big A at both ends. Like, is it Ajax who do that? If you've noticed, you may not have noticed. I forgot to do this last year. So it was 3 years running, although it didn't record the first year. We did 2 years, and then we missed it last year because I forgot. And then coolly, we played one of our legends, Ben Ballantyne's Bolton, who've got their new stadium. They've come back to this one for the final and got beat. So yeah, there he is, Ben Ballantyne. He's a proper Bolton legend, man. But yeah, we did the job. 3-0, 3-0, another trophy. The rest of pre-season went great. We went to the States on a tour, and played Indy 11, Detroit City, New York Cosmos, no MLS teams, just went out there and annihilated them for fun and had a great time. It was like party central. And then we went to a training camp in Belgium. And of course, we're going to be playing Ralph Hasenhüttl. Is that how you say his name? I know who he is, I can't say his name though. Sheffield United away. It's on TV, which is awesome, so I'm buzzing with that. At Bramall Lane. Got a good chance here, I think, of kicking off. We need to really kick our campaign off in style. So they've just been promoted, haven't they? So this is a great way to start the league. Although we've had many battles with Sheffield United in our couple of years in the championships and never beaten them. We have never beaten them, but I think we can today. So let's do it, eh? Welcome to Bramall Lane, and we're playing in blue. Now, I play other games, so I've seen us in blue. I don't think you ever have. It's a great third kit. I wish if I had loads of subscribers, I would have made all 3 kits available, but that wasn't possible. But good team out today, and I genuinely believe we'll be all right. We're not 100% fit, but I'm hoping everyone else is in the same boat. So I am genuinely looking forward to a brand new season. Last season, I mean, surpassed all expectations, didn't it? Finishing 11th. Probably most of you thought we'd be a lot lower. I personally did. I did intend to show you the squad and the ability, like I've done in the past. I think I'll do that in the next episode. We'll have a look if anyone's become a Premier League player. A game I'd like to win. We're away from home, so you can't expect it, but I'd like to win it. Be nice to just get 3 points, go to Norwich, play Norwich, hopefully get another couple of points, and just try and get through that tough period, man. Oh, what a save! Now, I mentioned it ages ago. I've got a story video called Lawrence of Arabia. Now, I think it's a great story. Some of you know about it already because one in particular, great subscribers helping me with it. I really want to get my head into that and get it done. I don't know when I can get it done. I've got another great story idea, a manager one. But again, I wish I had the time. I just haven't got the time this year. Got loads of ideas. There's a few little one-off videos I want to do. I might make a video showing you. Oh, well done! Like he had glue on his hands. I think there's other videos out there showing you how to change your stadium in-game, because I ain't using an editor. You don't have to use an in-game editor because, you know, people think you're cheating when you do. Oh, here we go. Mende, one-on-one. Is it Magday? I thought it was Mende. Good save. Greeno is on fire. Nothing he could do about that. Ollie bloody Watkins. I've demanded more. We've had 2 shots, although we haven't seen him, so they must have been shite. Here we go. Is Greeno going to do one of his famous assists? Nope. This is the thing I didn't want to do, you know. I'm a bit worried because I've changed so much. Oh my god. Are we going to lose a bit of our magic? And I didn't want to sell the Unflushable, didn't want to sell Martin. I was happy keeping the same squad. So you have to start making changes. And if you want to progress, I suppose you have to try and make changes. Here's our Jax on the right hand side. Come on, kid. Penalty referee. Come on. It used to be Kano taking him. It is not anymore. It's Baza. And he's... Alright, here we go. Motion, lovely touch. Finds Barton. Gets brought down in the penalty box again. Looking for the penalty. We're not getting it. But Martin's picked it up. What happened then? Well, we've shown flashes. We should really be level. So it's a bit disappointed. I mean, we started off pretty poor, but we're starting to catch them up. We've got a goal in us, and we freaking need one. And I have changed it up. Quite complex, really. We've gone 2 up top. Kane and me boy Fletch. Same wingers. Abreu's behind the strikers. I've pushed up Gavin Ring because he can play as a defensive midfielder, and I brought Matheson on in defence to replace him. Right, here's Joe Page pinging it forward, trying to find the long ball to Brian Kane. Not seeing much of Bry. Oh, mate. And I hate it when you get so many headers and they keep heading it over the bar. Head it down. That's what I was always taught. The ball comes in here in the box. Oh my god, that was lucky. Joe Page, you're lucky. Yeah, I was always told try and head it down. Head it down, man. Here's Ringy. Can he find anyone? Barton, I nearly brought him off. I was just contemplating it. To be fair, I've got Mark. He can kind of cover there. I mean, he can play in multiple positions. He can play out wide on the right, behind the striker, in the middle. I think he can basically cover there. And he's got a lot of skill. Oh, man. Right, come on, get to that ball. Don't let him beat you. Oh, wake up, Matheson. Saved by the Greeno. He is a game changer for us these days. I had bids for him. I had a £6 million bid from Forest. A couple of other clubs, but I think that was the biggest we had. And he didn't moan. He used to moan, didn't he, when like Nashville came in for him? How many headers have we had? Oh yeah, my shirt arrived. My son's shirt arrived, although his shirt was about this big. I don't know. I sent it in inches. I don't know if they made it in centimetres. My shirt's alright though. I know a couple of other guys have got him. I'll show them in the next episode. I'm waiting for something to come in. I know a lot of you've got shirts, never sent me a picture. I bet you've got a beautiful face, so I don't know why you wouldn't. Now come on lads, can we steal this? Kano! Right, sod this. Do we go defensive? 6 minutes. Jesus Christ. Talk about trying to look at that tactic. Talk about trying the bloody best. Honestly. We battled on through there. There's some games left to play, but I will take 3 points to kick off the campaign, and it's a foundation to build on, innit? Well, there we go. That's the end of the episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. To any patrons who have left and still watching, you know, let me know what you think about leaving. Hopefully you'll always be a valid boy and you'll stick with the series. Thank you. I'm Bood. Stay happy. Stay safe. Bye-bye.